Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to give you a basic introduction of Java and I will discuss OOPS concept in this video. Java is a high level programming language developed by James Gosling of Sun Microsoft System. Java is an object oriented programming language and developed by James Gosling in year 1991. Here the development start and proper in existence it came on May 20, 1995 from Sun World. The original name of Java was Oak, but it is said to be that the name Java came from several individuals involved in the project: Mr. James Gosling, Arthur Van Gogh and Andy Vector. So by taking their first letter, the name was changed to Java. Now why Java? It's a high level programming language, world famous programming language. You can create any kind of games, applications, all can be made in Java. It was developed by Sun Microsystem and the program was initiated by Mr. James Gosling. That's why we say it is created by Mr. James Gosling. You can create many games in Java. You may be working in many games made in Java. You can create many applications in Java like desktop application, enterprise application, scientific application, web-based application, cloud-based application, gaming application. Facebook, you all are working. It is having a Java base. IRCTC, many other sites, maybe web-based sites or your desktop sites are having Java at the background. Many a time you are not working on in Java, but you will see that there is a update of Java is coming up all the time. So you will think that when I am not using Java software, why that update is coming here? Because many softwares are having Java as the background. So that's why I am telling this is a software really good which will give you a high level language, will give you a job. It's really demanding language in nowadays. We can create many web server, application server, enterprise application, scientific application, web application, mobile application, desktop application. These all can be made with the help of Java. It's very vast because it's not platform. It's platform independent, so it can run on any operating system. That's the main core of Java, and it's very vast. It allows you to do programming and gives you a free end. How much you want to do, you can do in Java. So before beginning with Java, it's very important a word I have used, object oriented programming. So it's very important to understand the concept of object oriented programming. So let's discuss object oriented programming. As we all say, object oriented programming, earlier when programming languages start, so we mainly focused on functions. Like I'm giving you a very basic example, like I am having 100 rupees note. So earlier in a bank, so earlier the focus was on how I will take out simple interest, how I will deduct money of loan on something and something else. But the 100 rupees safety was not important. It's something like it's kept on the table and anyone can come and touch it. But afterwards, when the programming language we started working on it, we felt that no, the security of data is very important. That means my 100 rupees note security is more important than working on it. So we started object oriented programming approach, where you can take out simple interest, but you are not supposed to touch the 100 rupees note. You can do whatever you want to do with that. You do calculation, that's a separate part, but data is not directly touchable. You need an object to touch the data or do any changes to the data. So this is the concept. I hope I am trying to make you clear the concept of object oriented programming. Further we will understand more understand it more clearly. First, the first concept of object oriented programming is class. So what is a class? A class is a group of similar entities. It is a logical component and not the physical entity. Now I am saying we are using a word car. So when I am saying car, you must be imagining some car, but now think properly. You must be thinking of any expensive car like Mercedes Benz or any good BMW or any big car, or maybe Alto. I am not saying Mercedes. I'm not saying you can be. You are thinking the cars with a brand name. There is nothing entity called as car. When I am saying car, it represent a model which is having 4 tires, having a particular shape, and this all. But there is no particular entity called as car. It is a logical entity. Okay, so the same way class is also a logical entity. Okay, another example is here of a dog. So how we classify dog? It is having some breed, size, age, color. These are the data members of dog, and there are certain methods also: eat, sleep, sit, run, to that act as method of that class. Next concept is object. An object is defined as an instance of a class. That means you are having a real thing of a class. Like we were giving example of cars. So Mercedes Benz is an object of class car. Okay, car class object is Mercedes Benz. BMW is another object of class car. Swift Desire is another object of class car. That means now these are the real entities that represent a particular thing. Okay, so an object, and it is called as an instance of a class. There can be multiple instances of a class. An object can contain both. If I am talking about an object, it will contain data also and functions also. Okay, so now let's move to the next concept of inheritance. Many people will tell you that you look like your mother, your eyes are like your nani, your nose are like just you represent your dadaji. So is that you are exactly looking like your dadaji? I believe no, right? Why? Because you are taking some qualities of your dadaji or nanaji, and then you are adding on your own qualities also. Okay, so this is the concept of inheritance. Now with the help of Java, I am telling you the concept of inheritance. Like I have made a program which will do addition, subtraction, calculation, multiplication and division. Now another program I have made that will do scientific calculation. So now I will not write program of addition, subtraction again. I will take that program also along in my class, in my program, and then I can use both the programs together. Okay, so this is the concept of inheritance. Inheritance concept is the concept in which one object acquires the properties and behaviors of the parent object. It is creating a parent-child relationship between two classes. It offers robust and natural mechanism for organizing and a structure of any software. So now let's discuss this example. Like a mother is there, she is giving her basic qualities to all the 3 children, and all the 3 children are adding on their own extra features also in them. Okay, so this is the concept of inheritance. Now let's move to the next concept, that is polymorphism. As this picture is the very good example of polymorphism. Man is there, one man doing many roles, can have many roles. At home he is father, at office he is manager, maybe a person who brings things at home, a man doing many job. So poly means form, poly means many, morphism means form, one name multiple form. Okay, this is the concept of polymorphism. This refers to ability of a variable, object or function to take on multiple forms. Like English, in English here example is there, like in English, run a laptop means start a laptop. Run a business means you are having a business, and run means running on your foot. So this one word is having 3 different forms here. So same way polymorphism is having one name and multiple form. Next concept is of abstraction. When you are going to ATM, you are not concerned with how money is coming to that ATM or how data is managed here. We are just concerned with how I will take out money from that ATM. So abstraction is also something like that representing essential features without including background details. Like if I am running a car, I am only interested how gear work, how brake work, how the steering is working, but I am not concerned with how the brake works, how exactly it stopped, and what all the engine, how it is working, how full mechanism of car is doing. I am not concerned with that. I am only interested in how I can run a car, or how I can use a car, right? So this is the concept of abstraction. Next concept is encapsulation. As you can see a picture of capsule, I really like this concept here, that if I open this capsule and we just give the medicine like this to you, so what will happen? Like while transporting, what will happen? Maybe many of the material will go waste while transporting it. Or if I am giving this medicine in your hand, so maybe some portion will stick in your hand, so there is a chance of data loss here. Then the second thing is, if I am keeping this medicine in open air, it will get reacted with the air and it will change its form, right? So data change or data lost can be done here. So now we are coming to the concept of Java, that data, as we were talking, that we are emphasizing more on data. So to keep data safe, we are having the concept of encapsulation, where in a class data and functions or methods are binded together. Without the use of object, you can't take the variables or the data and the method. So encapsulation is wrapping of data and code together. Variable of a class are always hidden from other class. It can be accessed using the methods of their current class. Okay, so this is the concept of encapsulation. Java is a very great language. It's very simple, object oriented. Java platform is platform independent. You can distribute it it is having distributed property, interpreted, robust programming language. And if you really take interest in programming, I will definitely suggest you that you do Java. It's a very good programming language. I hope you all have understood what we have discussed. Keep watching. Thank you.